All right, good evening, guys. It's like 7:40 or so on Wednesday night, September 8th. Haven't done a video in a little while. I've been resting up, some time spent in the tent, and then this last week, solid, I've been in a hotel room waiting on some gear. All my gear has come, and I'll be stepping off tomorrow morning, ready to tackle Iowa. Looking forward to finally moving on and getting some new miles. I'm just going to do a quick gear video. Just to, I haven't done one, and my gear has changed a couple times, so just going to show everybody what I'm hiking with now. And then after I go through that, I'm going to show you how I pack it and then how I put it in my pack. But this is everything laid out right now. It looks like a lot when you actually break it down. And I'm carrying more stuff than I really should, but I'm starting going back to a little heavier stuff, just getting ready for Colorado. I'll give you guys some news on that in the next couple days, but I'll be in Colorado sooner as opposed to later. But right now we're just worrying about Iowa. First thing, which I love, is my Feathered Friends 40-degree quilt. You can see it's I've gotten it tore up here and there, just my own fault, not the gear's fault, but I just put some tape on it, and it works great. For Colorado, I want to get a liner, just because, you know, I'll be up at 10,000, 12,000 feet, so I want to have a liner and then an emergency blanket also, but that's coming later. So I got a 40-degree quilt, my Lone Peaks, which I'm loving. I put some new insoles in there, some Dr. Soles, ones for plantar fasciitis or whatever. So got them in there. I'm loving the Lone Peaks. Like I said, I only did 100 miles on them, but my feet were sore, but my toes are wonderful. And my feet were probably just sore because of I haven't been hiking. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. I got the 6 Moons umbrella, which is great when I need to start using it more. It comes in handy for the rain and for the sun specifically. Hiking pole with the camera mount, my phone mount on it. I'll be going to 2 hiking poles here when I get to Colorado, but for now that'll be fine. Speaking of the phone holder there, I'm still using my old broke phone, so I was going to get this one fixed, but it was $200, and they got a new Google Pixel 6 coming out here in a couple months, so I'm just going to hold off. It's doing the job. I can deal with the screen, and could have another month of dealing with the noise, but oh well. Outdoor Research puffy coat, rain gear, pants, top, and then I got the gloves. The pants are Patagonia something or another, Rain Shadow, I believe. The top is the REI 3-layer Gore-Tex, and the gloves are just mittens Gore-Tex. They work great, except when you're actually, if you're using hiking poles or whatnot, the water ends up running into the glove. But yeah, got a head net, body glide, which has absolutely been a lifesaver. Sunblock. That's a knee brace, and then a wrap. I definitely need that. That saved me. Matches and cord. I have yet to use the matches or cord, but the cord's good for putting up a lineup. I dry stuff on it, whatnot. If something breaks on the tent, I can always, whatever. You should always have some rope, I think. And I got 2 little carabiners attached to that on the side there. Like a little nonsense bag. I got a couple extra, like tent ropes in there, a lot of tenacious tape and super glue, KT tape, the blister packets, so they're cut down small, already toe size, Leuco tape, acetaminophen, so Tylenol and Motrin, and then I just put this in here because of COVID spread, and it's just vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc. My little first aid kit, if you want to call it that. It's just Neosporin, and then Band-Aids of assorted sizes. Toothbrush, toothpaste, but I got to pick up more tomorrow. And I usually have Imodium too. I got to pick that up tomorrow. Tweezers for ticks, obviously. Haven't had to use any. I've had plenty of ticks on me, but none in me. Usually I just throw a couple flosser sticks in my in a bag, but this came in a little case, and I jammed a couple extra in there, so they come in handy. I like them. Little bug spray. I usually carry this, and then that's 100% DEET, and I carry a bigger one, which is over there in my trash pile. But probably not going to bring the big one with me now, just that. Got some Leuco tape too, which comes in handy for taping injuries and also for my feet. I use a combination of them both, but Leuco tape will stay on for a week, no problem. I got a new C-Knock came in the mail with a new Be Free, and then new Aquamira drops. My bag has had holes in it now for the last at least 2-3 months, and my filter was going real slow. I cleaned it out here and it worked better, but I didn't want to take the chance, even though it was working better. And finally, when I cleaned out here, I didn't want to take the chance. So I was getting the bag. I just went ahead and got a new Be Free. So no big deal. I carry a little Leatherman chapstick that's usually in my pocket. There's 4 needles in there, 2 for popping blisters, 2 for sewing. But I really don't carry any floss anymore to sew with, so they're pretty much just for blister maintenance. Nail clippers, eye drops, and spare batteries I need now because one for my spot device, but also I can use them for my headlamp. And then I just got a massage ball again. I started out with this, and then I ended up getting another. I got rid of it, and I ended up getting it again. Where are we at? Electronics. This is the power blank I've been working with since my last one was stolen. And then I picked up another cheaper one on Amazon, which is the same strength. So I should get 10 phone charges out of them too. And I'm looking at doing a couple extra. I'm looking at pushing a long stretches here in Iowa. So we'll see if that comes in handy. And I got rid of the solar panel and just put that in there, same weight. So my watch you guys seen. Underneath all this is my like a microfiber or some kind of quick drying towel from Sea to Summit. Works great, especially when I have a lot of condensation in my tent. Wiping gear down or just wiping my face off and whatnot. But it really comes in handy when it's raining and I keep it in my phone wrapped in, and I just wipe my phone down so I can utilize it. You know, long titanium spoon. Started with it, got rid of it, and ended up getting another one. A new headlamp. I had a Petzl twice. They both broke on me. This is the Black Diamond Storm. Great. It's got a green light, red light, blue light, 400 illums. So it's just perfect for what I need. And it takes 4 AA's or 4 AAA's, and I got the spares here, like I said. Headphones, which I have yet to use. I actually started out with Pixel Buds, got rid of them. Then I'm like, I would like to have some headphones because when I'm sleeping near a highway, it's hard to hear my phone or train tracks. But I've yet to use the headphones. I just keep my phone on. A couple plug-ins and then the cords. Wintertime stuff, I got my beanie, gloves, my tights that I've been wearing still all ripped up. My buff, which I use as a face mask, headband, everything. Just got 3 new pairs of darn tough socks. So I got 1 to sleep in and then 2 to alternate wearing. That's probably overkill, but I'm just prepping for Colorado. And then even the Sierra Nevadas, I might run into some cold, messy weather. So my Patagonia R1 fleece, tent poles. I got a new mat. I got the same one I had, the Nemo switchback. You should have seen the difference, man. It's unbelievable how much that thing has shrunk up on me. I got it in May, so I got what? May, June, July, August. I got 4 months of my fatness sleeping on it. And that's the Big Agnes Copper Spur 2 ultralight. That's the tent body, the footprint, and the rain cover. Something I just got new. This is my boonie I usually wear. Little OC spray I keep in my pocket. I replaced the shirt that I was wearing with the same model, but they did some changes, so there's no more button pockets. There's just 2 deep pockets, and they're deep. They run long, so this should work out well. They're just 2 zipper pockets, and I went back to pants, so just switching it up. So I'm getting ready for some, I'm getting ready for some mountain trails here in another month. So I split what I was going to get this month and then next month, so I don't got to get so much gear next month. This is my bandana, whatever you want to call it. I got it tore up. I just wear it as like a sweatband, keep bugs off me. Stuff sacks over there. I got 4 of them, 2 large and 2 small. This is the Hyperlight Southwest 4400. It's a 70-liter pack. Obviously, I'm not using all that 70 liters. Got 5 stuff sacks of various sizes from Hyperlight, and I got a Sea to Summit dry bag. I know that was quick. I just wanted to do a quick video, and I still have some plug-ins behind here that I'm still using and whatnot. So some little odds and ends. And I'm wearing a pair of the my new socks. But I went to thicker socks for more cushioning, more warmth. When I get to Colorado, I'm going to get an extra pair of like wool liner gloves, and then a base layer, wool base layer, so top and bottoms. And then an emergency blanket, a liner, and a bigger official bear spray, because then I got to worry about bears, not just people. But that's pretty much it I'm going to add. There's probably a couple other things I'm not thinking of right now, because I kind of just threw this together last minute just to get something out. But that's my gear that I'm working with. Overkill in some areas, but it's not bad at all. I mean, it's not too heavy. It's definitely not too heavy. And most of the stuff I got new, I just swapped out. And then, like I said, I got to get hiking poles next month. It just sucks. I had a liner. I had 2 hiking poles. I had the pants. I could have, if I would have kept the stuff, I could have just had it sent to me. But I don't want to be a pain in someone's butt and have them holding my gear, sending me gear. It just costs me more money in the long run. But that's everything. I think I covered everything, right? Oh, yeah. I got my, I keep hand sanitizer, my Oakley's on here, and then my spot device is up here. So I'm gonna pack this up, show you guys how I put it in what bags, and then pack my pack and show you that. So that's my gear. I mean, you're looking at people want to get into through hiking. It's you don't got to buy name brands. I love gear. I think you get what you pay for, but you don't got to spend as much money. But you're gonna spend some money regardless. But yeah, I feel like I'm all nervous talking. You can tell it's been a little while. But that's it, guys. I'm gonna pack it up now, and then I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, got everything stuffed into the proper sacks. This is my food bag. It's empty right now, which is very unusual. I usually have it fully packed before I leave, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'll stop at the dollar store. This is, I use a large one, a 4400 large one for that, for my food bag, and I use the large one also for my everything bag. I put one stuff sack with all my medicines, hygiene gear, everything goes in there. And this is kind of just extra stuff, sunblock, Body Glide, KT tape, Leuco tape, mini Leatherman, and then the dry bag has all my electronics. Got the matches and the stuff just thrown in there. Knee brace, and underneath my knee brace is my vaccination card. And then I throw the absorbent towel on top in case it starts raining and water gets in there, just absorb it a little. The next small stuff sack is all my clothing, which will also have the clothing I'm wearing, t-shirt, shorts, and that's it for that. But so this has my puffy, my tights, you know, fleece gloves, hat, all that nonsense. And my quilt fits into this small pod, and it's with the quilt in there. I also have my fleece, because when I pull my quilt out, I pull the fleece out, and I put the fleece on top of my clothing bag for my pillow at night. My rain gear goes in a stuff sack. It doesn't need it, but I like it that way. If I put my rain gear away wet in the day, I can just jam it in the stuff sack. It doesn't get everything else all wet and nasty. And then my tent bag, so the tent body, the fly, and the footprint in there. I don't know if I already said this or not, but tent stakes and poles. This is my water bag, so it's got my CNOC bag in there, my Be Free, and the Aqua Mirror. The stuff I'm wearing. Got a new belt. I don't know if I didn't mention that earlier. Inside the pockets here, I got this pocket packed already. It's got my headlamp, my buff, and a small bottle of bug spray. The other pocket, I will have snacks. And then that's it for right now. I'll pack it up and I'll show you guys. All right, when I start packing it, if the weather looks favorable, which right now for the next 10 days or so, it looks dry, I put the first stuff sack in there with the rain gear on the bottom. Then I put my clothing bag on top of that, because if the water does get into this pack, it tends the bottom gets wet. I don't know if it's coming in from a hole in the bottom or whatnot, but it's not bad. But when I'm in a couple downpours I've been in for 4, 5, 6 hours, some water does get in. So I've learned to keep my sleeping bag at the bottom. So it goes rain gear. If I don't have my rain gear, it goes my clothing pod, and then it'll go my second pod with my sleeping gear. And then I just keep pushing it down for a couple minutes, smushing it the best I can. And then next is going to go, what do I normally do? I normally do my tent body, then my electronics bag, or sometimes I alternate my food bag and electronics bag, but I change that up from here and there depending on which is the heaviest. But I really don't use the space. I mean, I have plenty of room left in the package. You'll see here in a minute. All right, guys, she's all packed up. It'll be sitting higher because there'll be a full food bag in there, so it won't be like dented down right there. And also, I'm debating on how much I'm gonna trim up of this, but it sits too high for me, the mat. So I trimmed off, I think, 6 sections out of my last mat. I don't think I'm gonna go that far, and I might actually keep a section that I trimmed off. Yeah, see, I hate when it's sideways like that, but it'll even out. I'll get it evened out better when I put my food bag in and everything. I just kind of threw it in there quick, but that would drive me bananas, being that crooked. I don't know how it's coming up on the camera. It's definitely crooked. Front pouch, I keep my water stuff. On the left side, I have my hiking pole, umbrella, and tent poles, something I've just been playing with. And then on this side, I keep my 2 water bottles, and I usually jam a bug spray bottle in there. And since I went to these shorter, thicker bottles, the body armor bottles, instead of the smart water, sometimes I got to put the bug spray up here in the front. But that's it. She's packed. It's super light. Well, not super light, but it's so much lighter when you don't have a full, full 10 to 15 pound food bag. And also in here will go an extra liter of water, like a Gatorade or something, one of the drawbacks of this trail is you just never know where you're getting your water at. So, you know, sometimes I've carried, I think I carried 6 liters. I've carried 5 for long stretches. You just don't know when you're getting your next water sometimes. Sometimes it's easy to see. Or not easy, but you can plan ahead. Sometimes you just never really know, and you guys have seen it if you follow the videos. I've ran out a couple times, but that's just, this is too high for me. I'm going to have to trim some of that off. Maybe just that. That's what I would like. So drop 4 sections, maybe 5. But then what happens is your feet get cold, and then especially when my heels are sore, then my heels are just resting. So if I trim off a section, I might keep it as a sit pad, so I don't got to undo my pack or tell them to sit down. I started with the Z-Lite sit pad, which was great, but when I got the foam mat, I was like, I might as well just unclip and use that, so I got rid of it. Also, I got it. I can't get the Marine Corps out of me, so it's not only is my spot device Velcroed on here with the strap, it's dummy corded and carabiner on there. I've only turned my spot device on when I was in West Virginia. I paid a bill, but I haven't been using it. I just want to make sure if something does happen, I can turn it on and hit SOS, but I got to make sure she's working for when I hit Colorado and beyond, because I'll be getting into some much different terrain. But that's it. Hydrating. Had a couple beers earlier, but I'm hydrating now, getting ready for tomorrow. And I'm going to be out here, probably not that early, but a decent time. And I'll fill you guys in on what's coming up in here in the future tomorrow when I get back on the trail. But I'll let you guys know my plans, at least for the next couple months coming up to Colorado. But that's it, guys. I'm going to get this video out tonight. I just wanted to post something that's been a little while. The next video, I don't know when it's going to come out, but I'm really trying to go the rest of this month, so 3 weeks, 21 days or so, without stopping at any hotels. That extra battery bank is going to help. Anybody's got any gear suggestions, let me know. Like I said, Colorado, I got to start getting some winter stuff, winter socks. My feet just feel better in them already. But these shoes, even though they're filthy and they look old, the grips on the bottom are incredible still. I only have 100 miles in on them, but I'm just babbling now as usual. I'm going to trim my mat up and play around with my pack a little bit. But looking forward to getting on the mood tomorrow, and look forward to the next video, and you'll hear me complaining about how sore I am. Thanks for everyone that's been following along. The people that check in on me, the people that have helped me out gear-wise, financially-wise, it's you guys are absolutely amazing. And honestly, this is everyone's hike. I might be doing it, but I got a lot of support and a lot of help from a lot of people, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. And I'll post this tonight, and then I'll see everyone. I'll be on the trail in the morning. I'll get my next video out here in a couple days or so. Thanks, everyone that's following along.